Thanks everyone for coming along tonight. We've got three really interesting presentations, and the first is by Peter from Miogiro, who's going to talk about inefficiencies in money transfers.
Okay, you ready? So, I'm going to tell you a little bit about money transfers, what I've been seeing, and where I see the pain points are in that space, and how I'm trying to solve them, and hopefully I'm here to meet all of you to take from your expertise. So I'm obviously American. I'm an American programmer and developer. I live actually in Amsterdam, so I came here to London because today because this sounds like such a cool meetup. And as an immigrant myself, I encountered a problem, which was I had a very fundamental question, which is just how do I move money internationally? And I was just stumped. I don't have to do it all the time. But, why isn't there like a kayak, a sky scanner for money transfers? I want to go from point A to point B. What should I do? So I've started now to look into this market, and I'm going to tell you some numbers, because it's pretty interesting, at least to me. I think you'll agree it's pretty interesting. So, 200 million. That's 200 million people who live outside of their home country. That's 200 million immigrants from around the world, like me, perhaps like you, that are working and living in another country than the one they were born in. So, 200 million of us immigrants around the world. And they still have connections with their home countries. 350 billion. That's the amount that these 200 million immigrants are sending home in 2011 alone. Called remittances, money transfers. And this is a big deal. Big deal in that in many of the destination countries, like Bangladesh, Lebanon, Philippines, it's on average 2 to 5% of the entire country's GDP. In some countries, it's larger than all the foreign investment. So this is really important. So what does it cost, right? I said my question always was, what's the best way to send money? If we look at the costs of money transfers, on average, it costs 7 to 12% of the amount of money you're sending. And I think that's ridiculous. This day and age, with our hopefully, our modern financial systems, to send the cost that much overhead, especially for people that are not very wealthy, that are sending home 100, 200, maybe 1,000 pounds one time or every month. That's a significant amount, especially when even a savings of 10 pounds can have a huge impact to someone in, say, Bangladesh. This is just a graph, we'll just focus on not the specifics, but the colors. You see there's a huge variation in cost. London to Lagos, and all the way on the left, you see is on average costs around $30. Some of the cheaper ones, the lowest is Singapore to Jakarta. But what you see, for instance, the green versus the blue, is what they call north to south transfers tends to be more competitive versus the south to south transfers. And generally, there's a huge variation. I see this as something that we should be trying to fix, because it can have a huge impact. If you look at the prices, they are, again, like I said, on average 10%. But specifically, there's a spread between your banks and companies that you may know, for instance, like Western Union, MoneyGram, and so on. Those money transfer organizations are significantly higher than banks by several percentage points. And the prices actually have been rising. So that's obviously the wrong direction. We just look at, when many people said this was just a pithy statement from The Economist, migration is the most effective tool yet devised for reducing global poverty. And as a developer, I've been working on Facebook games. That's all nice. People should have fun. But this is a chance, first of all, to help a lot of people to save money and have actually significant impact globally and reduce poverty. So I think that my goal with Miogiro is to really show people what the prices are and help them actually get the cheapest option and cut those percentage points down from 12%, down from 10% to a much lower number. Just to wrap up, you can try it now if you send this number. Unfortunately, it's in the US. If you send an SMS to country code 1-646-493-3785 with an amount, for instance, from Germany and Nigeria. Unfortunately, this is hard-coded, so I don't have live numbers for you. You can see already what I'm trying to do. Simple ways to compare money transfer costs and get a quick answer. What should I do? What's better? What's the best way to send money? That's it. Thank you. Again, I'm Peter. I'm PR1001 on Twitter. You can email me at peter@miogiro.com, and website is www.miogiro.com.
Thanks, Peter. Does anyone have any questions?
So, how cheap will it get?
Obviously, I hope that it approaches zero. There's obviously going to be some cost, but this is fundamentally, this is an electronic operation. Stock trades don't cost 10% to trade one stock. There's no reason why a money transfer shouldn't approach, 1% or even 5%, I think would be awesome.
So, Peter, do you intend to be the Sky Scanner, basically, or do you intend to be the TransferWise that we have in Europe, where it costs €1 to transfer whatever amount?
Skyscanner. I'm actually talking to TransferWise as one of my services to support. For instance, a lot of people don't know about TransferWise. This is a very opaque market. You don't know the prices. If you're looking at HSBC, you have an HSBC bank account. They don't publish on their website how much it costs to send money to another country. You got to call them up. You got to walk through the whole process. You waste a lot of time. And they say, okay, it's going to cost this amount. Are you ready to do it? You're like, maybe there's a better option. Well, the goal being the Skyscanner or money transfers, I can tell you all the rates right away.
Thank you very much, Peter.
All right, thank you.